Welcome to a very special episode of A Sandwich and Some Love, and it's a podcast, and I am Kellie Raspberry Evans because this man sitting right next to me made me his bride. It's my husband, my partner in life, it's my lover. On Sunday mornings usually because we're too tired during the rest of the week, but welcome my husband and co-host Allen Evans.
Hello, I'm Allen. A-Train in the house.
Still going with the mellow.
Yeah.
When are you going to bring back you?
That is me. Whatever I do is me.
All right.
Sunday morning, huh? That's the only time?
Well, we've said that before. We're weekend morning people.
That's the only time I go yielding the axe. I go swinging my axe around.
Let's not start off with that.
What? You're the one that started it.
Well,
hey, you start things. Hey, you start things. I finish them.
Well, I was trying to be all sentimental and sweet. You're taking it dirty and raunchy.
Love is in the air.
Because we're recording this podcast.
Love is in the air.
You're not hearing this when we're recording it. We're pre-recording our podcast to air in a day or so, but we're recording this on February 11th of 2020.
Yes.
Which happens to be our
engagement day.
Engagement anniversary.
Yep.
We don't really celebrate that. We just acknowledge it. You know, I've made fun of my Kidcratic morning show
National Syndicated
host, J.C. Chavez. Because they
my man,
celebrate their first time, the first day they met, their first kiss, their first
nothing
date.
wrong with that.
And I used to tease him about that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Used to tease him about it a little bit, though.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I had a friend call me today. Actually, he's a mutual friend. You know Mike Lane. He is the head chef at Oaked, one of the proprietors of the establishment. He called me today, and he said, this was after I posted the happy engagement anniversary on my Instagram.
And all the pictures you posted of us.
Yeah. He goes, dude, you are making us look really bad, all us other husbands out here. And I said, dude, in full disclosure, I got up this morning. I didn't know what day it was. And then I stumbled into the kitchen and I saw a card with my name on it. I'm like, why would Kellie give me a card today of all days? And then I opened it. I'm like, oh, crap. Today's our engagement anniversary.
Well, I mean, it's not like you have to do anything.
So,
I was getting ready for work this morning. The butt crack. The dawn hadn't even thought about happening yet. And I didn't get much sleep the night before. But for some reason, I just was like, oh, it's February 11th. That's the day we got engaged. So I have a box, like a little miniature file folder thing of cards for every occasion, but I didn't have anything romantic, nothing. I got to go stock up on romance cards, but I found one that said like, hello. That's all it said on the outside, but it was blank on the inside.
It was a nice thought.
So I wrote just a little happy engagement anniversary to Allen on it and left it for you.
Yeah. So pulling back the kimono.
And then I waited for him
I had no idea today was that.
Then I waited for him to text me something. Waited.
No, not true.
You went to take Emma Kelly to school.
Yes.
And then I think you texted me that Milestone Electric was coming. And I said,
oh, today was Milestone Electric Day,
and then
too.
He finally, thanks for the anniversary card. But it's fine. I don't care.
Babe.
No, you did. You know what? You posted all those lovely pictures.
A very heartfelt message.
You went 3 years back in your phone to find those pictures, and I appreciate it.
Today was Milestone, hashtag not an ad. Milestone.
I wish it was. We'd be getting some of this stuff for free.
We had 3 guys come today. I mean, this is boring homeowner stuff, but let me tell you.
Hey, it happens.
3 guys come today because we're about to have a system crap out. We got another one upstairs that's crapped out. We got, what did he say? We got bad ductwork. We got bad dampers. We got a bad air conditioner.
We got bad attitudes.
We got a rusted coil, and we've got a rusted unit outside.
Yeah, he said it's just a matter of time.
This is going to be like buying a car.
And this happened the last time we had it serviced. They were like, you're on borrowed time. Next guy, completely different. You're on borrowed time. So
yeah,
I'd rather get it fixed right before it craps out.
It is going to be time to pay the piper pretty soon.
It is.
Yeah, but you got to have cool, comfortable air and warm, comfortable air.
We do.
I prefer conditioned air.
Very important.
Yes.
So all of our little business ventures, hopefully, are very successful. We got to pay for this ish.
That can all be debated.
What?
And I'm a master debater about our business ventures being successful.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Trying.
Well, hey, we are.
So anyway.
Trying doesn't pay the bills, though.
You know, last night I was up very late. I don't know what is wrong with me lately.
What were you doing?
I don't know. I get we recorded another podcast last night. And then after it finished, we
Kill them slugs, babe. Get it, babe.
No. After it was finished, The Bachelor I recorded The Bachelor, so I had to watch that. And then when that was over, then I realized, man, we got some orders for Emma, Kelly, and me, this online boutique we do. We're having a big sale. So I was like, I want to get those in the mail because just in case some of these ladies want to wear these for Valentine's, I want to make sure they get in the mail. So I went and got some stuff ready to be shipped out today. And then I got in bed and I started texting my best friend since 5th grade, Tommy Jean. And my other friend from high school, Melinda. And it was 12:30 in the morning and we're texting each other and we're all awake. And they're in South Carolina. So it was 1:30 there. What is wrong with us?
I was passed out on my side and I looked over on my right side and I looked over my left shoulder and there's Kelly on her phone. I'm like, what are you doing? You got to get up in 4 hours.
So he made me, I said, you're right, less than 4 hours at that point. And I put my phone down and then I snuggled up with him and he's like, you're going to be complaining all day tomorrow about how tired you are.
Yes.
How much have I complained today?
A lot.
None. I haven't said a word about being tired because I wasn't going to let him win that argument. So I just fought through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. 2 nights in a row I've been up to like midnight, 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I'm going to crash tonight, I guess.
You will. But we're not going to gyp the listener. We got a lot to do.
Oh, gosh,
we got
do.
a lot
we're gonna,
to do.
Since Mike called you out for your engagement story, I'd love to hear it again because I love my engagement story. But first, tonight when I do go to bed, I'm not going to do anything but pull up my comfy Brooklinen sheets.
Oh, Brooklinen.
And go straight to bed.
We were just talking about this the other night when we were making the bed.
Allen, truly, I'm not just saying this because now we're talking about it on the podcast. He truly loves our Brooklinen sheets.
I really do.
I went with a different color this time. Usually I always do like off-white or white sheets. I was like, let's do something different. So we got charcoal because there's like a hint of charcoal in our bedspread. And it's just, I don't know. It just looks so luxurious, doesn't it?
Luxe, yes.
And they are the luxe sheets we got from Brooklinen.
Wow. Okay.
Coincidence?
Didn't know that.
You just felt the difference,
I just felt
right?
the difference, yeah.
Well, you do spend so much time in bed, and you want it to be a place of comfort, of peace, and luxury, especially around Valentine's Day. So why don't you do something for yourself? Love yourself enough to give yourself quality sheets without that huge markup you'd get in a department store. They've cut out the middleman, so it's direct to you. Brooklinen is more than just sheets. They do, you can mix and match the patterns and colors and style. They have the duvet comforters and things like that. But Brooklinen also has ultra soft loungewear. They have towels, shower curtains, bath mats. They're expanding their brand like we're all trying to do, Alan. We're all just trying to expand our brand and make more people happy. And you can do that for yourself or your lover with Brooklinen.
Well, do you like softness?
I do.
What about comfort?
I do.
Essentials to help you relax? Well, Brooklinen has it all. Brooklinen.com is the perfect place to hit refresh in the new year. Go on, make yourself comfortable. Brooklinen is so confident in their product that all of their sheets, comforters, loungewear, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. So you can get 10% off your first order and free shipping on all the new sheets when you use promo code Kelly. Oh, wow. Okay. Kellie.
Why do you always act surprised?
Well,
the code at Brooklinen is always Kelly.
Well, it's never Allen. It's Kelly. Kellie. Only at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. And hey, New Yorkers, if you're listening, you can get the internet's favorite sheets and more in real life.
Hey!
How about that? Visit Brooklinen's first store in Brooklyn at 127 Kent Avenue in Williamsburg. Brooklinen, everything you need to live your most comfortable life.
Hey, don't think we're crazy talking about people listening in New York because we pulled up, I don't remember, about it, not even a year ago. It was about 6 months ago. And there were statistics about where most of our listeners come from. You know where the second most popular place our podcast registered? New York.
That's wild.
That was crazy. I was so excited to hear that because, Kid Craddock from the Kid Craddock Morning Show, who passed away. It'll be 7 years this July. I can't believe it. He always, we loved each other, but we fought like a married couple. And he said, "You're the reason we can't get into New York." He said they didn't want to hear my accent, that New Yorkers didn't like Southern accents. I said, "Kid, that's not true." Because when my cousin Cindy and I went, my very first time, I just went to New York with my friend Tommy Jean, they love Southern accents. And, people up there said, no, they would think you're unintelligent or whatever. And he always said we couldn't be on in New York City with our syndication because of me. And so I felt really guilty about that. And then to see, I don't know if it's still the case now, but it was then, that we're number 2 market is New York.
I've been to New York many times, and I've found New Yorkers to be very friendly, very interested in Texas, very accommodating to people from Texas.
Thank you, New York,
Yes.
if you're still listening. All right, Alan has a little peek behind the kimono, as he likes to say. Alan has been searching nonstop for something he thinks he dropped.
Where is it? Why'd you take it?
I didn't want to hear toot noises
Babe,
during the show.
give me that.
This is our anniversary episode. I don't want you to be
Well,
making
I'm not.
toot noises.
I'm not going to make toot
Then
noises.
why do you need it?
Because it's like a hand exerciser.
It is not. It's a tutor.
No, it's not. It's not a tutor.
It's our anniversary episode. Why?
I don't know. It's just, it's funny.
It's not.
Well, it amuses me.
It was funny watching you look for it. Me and my sleight of hand.
Look at you trying to pull one on me.
I did.
Well, I'll pull one on you.
And I gave it back to you. Why did I do that? I don't
Pull
know.
one on you.
So why don't you go ahead and tell him why I married you?
What?
Because you proposed. Because you asked. It was that easy.
I panicked. I didn't know what the right answer was.
Listen, let me tell you something about where Alan proposed, first of all, before he gets into the story. It's Reunion Tower.
Well, babe, you probably remember a lot more about it than I do. I mean, I can fill in a little bit.
Well,
I remember the major parts. You remember probably a lot of the details.
Valentine's Day was on Tuesday of that year. It was 3 years ago. And for Alan's Valentine's Day, I always try to do something different and surprise him or whatever for everybody, people's birthdays and stuff. I try to be thoughtful. So anyway, Alan had never had a manicure or a pedicure. And so that day I said, for your Valentine's Day, I want to treat you to, a spa day mani-pedi. Great. Not knowing what was coming. So we both got a couple's mani-pedi.
See, I had forgotten about that.
Just
but
coincidence.
Now I remember. Now I remember.
Complete coincidence.
Complete coincidence.
And
I didn't do the bit where I'm like, babe.
Nope, nothing.
You probably should get a manicure before this weekend. I didn't do that.
He didn't. So it was his first ever, and now Alan's addicted. That one time I turned him into a mani-pedi monster. So after that, he told, at the time he was working for this fabric furniture company, a luxury linen and fabric company, and a week or so, maybe 2 weeks ahead of this date, he told me that my boss got his tickets to a Mavericks game. Mm-hmm. My boss. Mm-hmm. And Alan said, we knew about this for a while in advance. Mm-hmm. And so then Alan came to me a little bit after that and said, hey, my boss, there's some kind of special thing they're doing for Valentine's weekend at Reunion Tower.
Before the Mavericks
Before
game.
It's right there next to the arena.
Right.
And
so the Mavericks game was my red herring.
Right. So but that was already booked.
Right. And that was for real.
And that was my boss.
Right.
I picked that date out at the beginning of the season, months earlier, because my boss said, you can have one game you want to go to, and I picked that one. So I figured it'd be a nice Valentine's Day thing to do with Alan. So anyway, and then a couple weeks, 3 weeks before that, he said, my boss is going to have to be out of town. She's not going to be able to use this package because she's, the head of a company. People spiff her and give her stuff all the time. So she's got this VIP experience at Reunion Tower, and she wanted to know if we wanted to use it. I was like, sure, that's fine. Mm-hmm. And so we're heading down there. Alan never gave me one inkling that anything was up. So we get to Reunion Tower. We go to the base.
Actor life.
Yeah, you're a good actor, babe.
That's
why you're starring in your own movie.
Thank you.
We get to the base, and the lady's standing there like with a clipboard or something, because you have to be VIP to get in this section, right? Mm-hmm. And so we give the names, and she looks, and she's like, I'm sorry, I don't see your name. And he said, well, it might be under my boss's name. It was all
She was totally in
In
on the
hindsight-
gag. Had no idea. There was no VIP event.
No.
Yeah.
It's all part of the
She was
Allen's plan.
part of my gag.
But she's like, I'm sorry, I don't see your name. And he said, oh, it might be under my boss's name. It was supposed to be changed. She said, oh, there it is. So we go up in a private elevator.
The little details.
Go up in a private elevator. We get off, and there's another. We kind of go through the whole touristy part, but then we get to the area that's supposed to be VIP. Another clipboard thing. She goes, well, if you need some time, you can walk around and look at the sites. And when you're ready, you can go out to the VIP area because this is part of it. You get to do the tour. So we're looking around.
Now tell everybody for those of them who don't know what Reunion Tower is.
It's the big ball in the sky when you see
about 50 stories, right?
Yeah. Whenever you see any TV show, anything featuring Dallas, Texas, you see the big ball that lights up in the sky. And it actually has Wolfgang Puck's restaurant that rotates around. So it's like a 360-degree restaurant. And right below that is the observation deck. And that's where we were. So you go out and they've got big telescopes where you can look as far as the eye can see. You can even look into the window of the Omni Hotel and see people, in there. That's fun. And like history and stuff. So we're doing all that. And I'm like, yeah, this is fun. Okay. And, we're waiting. I'm waiting. I figure we're just killing time waiting to go to the Mavericks game. So then Alan's like, well, I think I even might have been the one. I was like, you want to go ahead and do the VIP part so we can, we got to get going pretty soon. So we go back and she's, the lady again, she's checking our name on the clipboard, and she lets us out there. And because it's VIP, and it's early because, most people go on romantic dates late at night. This is before the Mavericks game. So it's probably about 6 o'clock.
The sun was setting,
because he timed it for sunset. So
because I had a photographer following us around, and Kelly had no idea.
That had been following us the entire time. But there's tourists up there. They're all taking pictures.
Lots of people.
I didn't think anything of it. There's other people taking pictures. So we go out there, and there's just one table with some flowers on it. Was there a candle on it? I'm trying to remember. It was just like a little setup.
A little, a little high top table you'd stand at.
Very minimal, very minimal. I don't know if you requested that.
Yeah, I did, with a bud vase.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Alan, we're looking out the binoculars, everything's fine. And then Alan, on his bucket list that we had created just before the new year, said his goal was to learn 3 new magic tricks for that year. And he said, we're still got some time to kill, and we've looked at everything. He said, well, do you want me to just, he always carried at that point a deck of cards with him in case anybody ever wants to ask him to do a magic trick. He's prepared. He said, can I try this one I've been working on with you? I said, sure. So I'm just standing there.
Just no idea.
I have no idea. Trust me, if I knew I was getting engaged, I would not have been wearing what I was wearing.
What was wrong with what you were wearing?
It was
the
not my
Kelly
cutest look.
It's the Kelly Raspberry uniform.
It was like this blouse that, by the way, I got rid of the next day after the day after I saw those pictures. That outfit was never worn by me again. It was all blousey out. It was just not cute.
Oh.
I would have worn different. I just would have dressed up better. So I really didn't know.
Well, okay, but
so
we were both 25 more than we are now.
That's true.
Yeah.
We were both heavier too. So Alan's doing this trick, and part of it, he asked me a question. Do you remember how the trick goes? It was like he added up all these numbers, and he said, so what number do you get? And I said something like 12. He said, no. I was like, well, that's the number I got. He's like, no, it's not 12. I was screwing up the trick because I wasn't doing the math right.
And it was simple math.
Yeah, I just don't know.
It was like 7 plus 6.
And I'm good at adding.
Yeah, right.
But he had to get me to say, he's like, what's your favorite number? 13. Okay, so it's 13. Okay, so fine, Alan, it's 13. What? I said, you're still practicing or something anyway. So then he's doing the trick. He's like, well, you have to help me with this part. Hold this hand out and hold this hand out. And you asked me another question, and I still got it wrong.
Well, I
was just blowing the whole trick.
Yeah, I had cards in the deck that spelled the word love. So 7, queen with the little curly Q scratched off is a 0 or an O.
Yeah, so he scratched very delicately that little curly off, so it made an O.
Or 7 upside down, O, V, which is an ace with the little cross marked out, and then 3. So if you turn those upside down, it spells love. So the 13 somehow, I forget exactly how I did it, but it somehow produced those 4 cards. So I'm like, well, how about that? 13 equals love. And then I showed Kelly the 4 love cards. It's spelled L-O-V-E. And then the next part of it was for Kelly to, I just did an effect where I showed her a card, and it was the ace of diamonds. And on the ace of diamonds, she had it in her hand, and she turned it over, and it said, "Kelly, will you marry me?" And the diamond was, I drew a little, like a ring. The diamond was a ring.
Yeah, you had him in my hand face down, and when I turned him over.
Right. That was basically
But
it.
there was like, and I was like, I don't get it. The whole time he's doing this card trick, I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And you should see the look on my face in some of the pictures he didn't post. I'm just looking at him like, I don't understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
This isn't working. So then I turned over the cards, and it said, the one on my left hand said, "Will you marry me?" or something like that. And I looked on the other one, and he was dropped down on his knee, and I just started. I don't know what happened to me. I make the most ridiculous, and
you kind of flipped to either side.
I started jumping side to side like, and my mouth did this weird thing.
The pictures are on what I posted today on my Instagram.
Awful. The profile shot is funny but embarrassing. But anyway, I just kept jumping around, and Alan had gone to Amazon.com and got this jewelry box that when you open it up, it was a light shining down like an LED light.
Like,
and he had he had Amanda Kate, a photographer, taking all these pictures, and his friend was on the other side. Mackenzie was on the other side of the window, had been watching the whole thing. At that moment, when I'm jumping around going, oh my God, she hits our song, "I Love You" by Climax Blues Band, but I'm jumping around screaming so much I can't hear it.
I had her put a Bluetooth speaker like hidden out there by the table. So when I got down on my knee, Mackenzie hits the music. So the music's going. But then Kelly she was excited, so she was being really loud. And then I honestly didn't hear it either because I was so caught in the moment.
Yeah, it was so fun because I truly was surprised. Women, don't try to guess when he's going to propose because it's so much more fun when you're surprised. But at that point, basketball game wasn't happening, so he gave the tickets to Amanda Kate and her husband, and we went up to Wolfgang Puck, and we were going to have dinner, but of course, Alan's like, call everybody you want to call. So we, they were so nice to us at Reunion Tower. They do. Let me tell you what I found. I looked it up, Alan. They said at Reunion Tower, Valentine's weekend is a huge weekend for marriage proposals anyway. And Reunion Tower averages 2 wedding proposals a day throughout the year.
Is that
That's
right?
More than 700 proposals.
Wow.
So yeah, Tony Romo did the same thing.
Well, that's what I had heard. I didn't. Is that really true?
Yeah, he did the same thing. He didn't. I don't know that he went to all the links you did, but with a magic trick and stuff. But he did.
I'm not Tony Romo, so I gotta sell it a lot more.
But so over about 700 proposals, and a lot of them Valentine's weekend at Reunion Tower. But this is something they're doing new this year, and they're doing the 68-second wedding ceremonies in the elevator.
Wow!
It takes 68 seconds to go from the ground floor all the way up to 470 feet in the air to the geo deck. That's the observation deck. So on your way up, 68 seconds, you say your vows. I do when you get to the top. Then you go to a reserved semi-private area, which is what we had. I mean, people could see us, but we were alone. You've got rose petals and fun romantic stuff like that for 45 minutes.
That's nice.
And and they've got it going on now through February 16th.
Yeah.
So that's just,
really cool.
I thought that was kind of fun. If you're like, it's different than going to the courthouse. And a lot of people say, I don't want any big, fanfare. That's an interesting way to do it. 68 seconds.
Wonder if you can do
on the way up the elevator.
Wonder if you can do a 68-second honeymoon going back down.
Nobody wants to be part of that.
Why? Get it over with.
Alan. So anyway, that's something different to do. But you know what? You're just as married. That's what my dad used to say to me. He say to me, he and my mom got married in the preacher's office, and then they went back to her parents' house and had nuts and cake and punch. That's what they used to do
ambrosia.
Back then. And they were like, we're just as married as the people that have $100,000 weddings. And that's true. It's not about the ceremony. The ceremony's fun and beautiful. I wouldn't change a thing about our wedding. It was fun, but it was expensive. But it was still a fun party. But you're just as married as everybody else.
The weather is so bad here in Dallas right now. It's been rainy and cold. And we got really lucky that day.
We did.
It was beautiful. Remember how nice it was?
It was.
The sun was setting.
Cold.
It was orange sky and just beautiful. We could see the city.
Alan was so sweet. He went all the way up there before, like the day or two before he was going to propose, because he wanted to make sure he did it at the exact time the sun was setting.
Yeah.
That's how much thought he put into it. And you had all those employees in on it. It was, and then
they were really nice.
We got up to the restaurant, and on our very first Valentine's Day, Alan and I had only been dating not even hardly a month, maybe 6 weeks.
Oh, and I went all in. Oh, you got so many.
Well,
they're all little things.
It was
though.
little things. And I
Yeah.
thought it was kind of odd. He wanted me to come.
Why is that kind of odd?
No, not that part. Our very first Valentine's Day, I'm still being courted, but he wanted me to come to his apartment.
Come into my parlor, said
Right.
the spider to the
And
fly.
I was like, well, that's kind of like not romantic for me to have to go pick up you. But I didn't know then because he liked to surprise me back then.
I still do.
He still does.
Still do.
But I walked in, and in the kitchen, he had taken, I don't know how many conversation hearts.
It was like a big bag.
1,000
Like
of
a big
them.
bag of them.
And he had them spread all over the kitchen counters, the bar, everything. But all of them were turned message side up.
It's funny that
How
you
much?
remember that.
That's a big deal. That's time consuming and thoughtful. But every single one of them was turned message side up. He had red champagne glasses. He had a bottle. Everything was pink and red themed. So he had a pink champagne, and he had a candle for me, and then he made a mixtape for me.
Yeah,
a
I
CD
forgot about that.
with all these
Yeah.
romantic love songs. And he took me for sushi. I remember all that.
Wow,
So that was
I
our
forgot
very
about
first
that.
Valentine's. So we went up to the Wolfgang Puck's restaurant. At the table they had set for us to celebrate our engagement, they had set out conversation hearts, and all of them were turned message side up. And he had an arrangement of flowers, including it was white roses with my favorite flower, hydrangeas. I'm about to say gardenias, hydrangeas.
Yeah.
And it was just really sweet. So that's my engagement story.
Aw.
And not everybody, I mean, some people have way more elaborate ones. Some people have just, you want to do this or what,
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's a thought that counts, I guess. But I always thought it would be fun to do something that was a surprise and different. And I just wanted Kelly to be surprised. That was
was.
my big thing. I was so careful.
And we were talking about getting married, but I just didn't expect it then because,
I was,
with the Mavericks game had been planned for months.
Yeah.
This
that was my red
VIP
herring.
thing had been planned for weeks. I didn't think it was happening then.
But
so
I
it
only
was
told
fun.
a handful of people because I didn't know who I could trust. So I didn't tell anybody.
You didn't even trust my parents till you went in like the very last minute.
No way.
And I don't know that you necessarily asked for my hand because we're a little old for that, but you did want to get the blessing, right?
Yeah, I just went over there and asked them if that's okay and just tell them what was going on. And I did the same with my mom and dad and my sister and the photographer and Mackenzie. And that's about it. Those are the only people that knew.
What'd they all say when you told them?
Oh, they were all very, very excited and happy.
Did anybody cry?
I do remember
Did anybody
that.
cry?
I think my mom did. a little bit.
Aw.
Yeah.
What'd your sister say?
She was just happy. My sister is. She gets kind of sentimental. But yeah, everyone was really, really happy. I do
Yeah.
remember that.
It was a good time.
But it was a great day. Yeah. It was very, very exciting. People asked me, were you nervous? I said, no, I wasn't really nervous. It was more just excitement. I just wanted to do it. And I knew it was the right thing. I knew that I wanted to. I knew that I thought that you wanted to also.
Oh, you knew. I was like, you better hurry up and propose to me pretty. Man, we had a fight.
So-
Not really a fight, but I was like, Alan, I knew we were going to get engaged. So that part, I mean, we'd looked at rings. So it wasn't like it was, I didn't know it was happening then. I was surprised at that, but we were heading towards that. But I remember staying in the parking lot with him and I almost started crying. I said, Alan, I have a vacation schedule. And either we're going to have to get married in July or we're going to have to get married at Christmas. And I don't want to get married at Christmas. And I need time to plan this wedding. And it's not for you don't understand how hard it is. I don't really need a lot, but I need to have time. And it was just like he's like, God, he just said, just trust me, just please. And I'm like, it was a basket case.
What Kelly
And then a
didn't-
couple weeks later, I was engaged.
What Kelly didn't realize was I had been working on her ring for about 6 weeks. And
I'm being a butt in the parking
I
lot.
had just picked it up. I picked it up that day, and it was hidden in the trunk of my car.
And I was just having a meltdown.
So
So don't
she's-
think that I'm, I give love letters to Kelly advice and what you should do, but I'm still a human being. And I had a wedding to plan. And he proposed to me on February 11th, and we got married on July 1st.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of time to
That
plan
was
a
quick.
wedding, but we made it happen, and it was good.
We did. You did most of it, but we planned the wedding and then the honeymoon too. Got all that done in that
All
amount of
it.
time.
It was great. I'd do it all again. I would do that
Me too,
same
babe.
wedding every weekend. It was a fun party.
It was a fun
I
party.
wish you all could have been there.
Wish you could have all been there to her Big Al's toast.
Oh, well, let's not go there.
Why? It was very heartfelt.
I still feel so bad about that. I don't know what we asked our friend John McGill, who gave a brilliant toast. It was long. He wrote it all down, but it was brilliant. Boss Man George kind of said a couple words. My best friend Tommy Jean, and then my friend Diana decided she wanted to say something. I still could kick myself. We didn't think about it till after the fact. We didn't get your sister.
I know.
Horrible. I feel like a horrible human being.
Well,
but it was just like.
She was okay. She just asked me. I think she asked me later on. She goes, "Did you think I should have done a toast?" And I said, "Well,
we should have.
You should have."
I'm sorry.
I'm the dummy. We're the dummies
horrible.
that didn't think about that. It's not your fault.
But it was good.
Yeah.
Other than that was the one mess up from the whole wedding. Everything else was perfect. And then tonight for our engagement anniversary, we went fancy. We went to Red Lobster because my daughter from school yesterday, I picked her up and she said, "Can we go to Red Lobster tonight?" I said, "No, we've got to record a podcast. You've got volleyball practice." So I said, "We can go tomorrow night," which is tonight. And we've got another podcast to record. And she's upstairs in her room mad at me because I said something that she took as an insult to Harry Styles. Have you ever seen anything? Now, I try to remember if I was a teenage girl and if my mother would have said something about Simon Le Bon that I might have, taken the wrong way, I'd probably be pouting in my room too.
She takes it personally.
She's mad as fire at me because she thought I was making fun of Harry Styles.
I'm staying out of it. I was over there cramming my face with shrimp scampi.
So that's how we celebrated our engagement anniversary, which we really don't celebrate. It just happens to be today.
Well, we went to Red Lobster.
I know,
That's a
but
celebration.
it's not like we
like had a cake,
go all out and do a big date night.
You get dressed up and
no, but it was good.
Well, we're going to celebrate Valentine's this weekend. I have some surprises. I mean, we're going. You know where we're going.
Yeah,
I'm taking Kelly down to Austin.
We were going to try to
A-Town.
we were going to try to do New Orleans.
The ATX.
But
otherwise known as 90 square miles surrounded by reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to work a little bit on Saturday, so we decided to make it, because since we lost a day, we're just going to go to Austin instead. But I'm very happy to do that.
We're going to stay at a historic hotel
Mm-hmm.
called the Driscoll. It's been open since like the 1800s or something. # not an ad. It's been open since like the 1800s.
No, not an ad.
Did you know that LBJ and Lady Bird had their first date there?
No, I didn't.
Yep. At the Driscoll Hotel.
Maybe we can sit at the same booth.
Maybe.
Maybe they have it like a plaque or something.
So we're going to do that, and then I've got a couple of surprises. I mean, nothing big. It's going to be chill. It's going to be very chill.
Okay.
So yeah.
I bought a sexy little dress to wear.
Whoa!
But I don't know.
Whoa! Sexy dress?
Yeah, I was with my mother, and my mother liked it too. I said, "It's kind of sexy. I think I'll wear this for Valentine date night." But then I ate that garlic cheese biscuit tonight. I don't know if my stomach's going to go down between now and Valentine's.
You going to fit one thigh in that sexy dress?
I feel like I gained 10 pounds at Red
Babe,
Lobster
when
tonight.
you eat at Red Lobster, I mean, you
salt.
start absorbing water out of the air.
I'm so thirsty right now.
Why? I mean, look at the color of my ears.
Blood red.
They're the color of the sandwich and some Levin logo. Look at that.
I was like, oh my God. Just from the salad was salty. The bread is salty. I just am so puffy right now. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't you do a little bit of that, and then we'll do a little bit more of this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it when you take charge
This
like
transition.
that.
Well, I'm the skipper.
Yes, you are, honey.
You're the Gilligan.
I am. You know what? I do what I'm told. So listen.
Whoa.
Ladies have been asking me, do you really love Rothy's as much as you say you do? Yes, there is like this club of Rothy's people. And once you get in the club, you don't ever want to leave. In fact, the goal is to have as many Rothy's as you can because they're so cute. They're so stylish and they're so comfortable. They are just the most loved, gotta have them brand. No surprise, they've got over 1,000 nearly perfect reviews. They're stylish, sustainable, comfortable, washable. Literally, you can just throw them in the washing machine. You got like a fresh pair again. And I started off, because you want to start off with, your first pair. It's an investment piece, right? I started off with the red camo flat, the little pointy toe. Love it. Moved on to the slip-on sneaker, but now they're adding new styles that they didn't. When I became a part of the Rothy's family, they didn't even have some of these styles, but they're adding new colors, new patterns all the time. Those limited edition fall colors, holiday colors, they were gone really quickly. So you got to be on top of your Rothy's game. And it's really going to blow your mind that they're made of repurposed plastic water bottles. Rothy's has already diverted over 35 million water bottles from landfills. And like I said, machine washable. My pediatrician wears them because all sorts of stuff gets thrown up and upchucked all over her shoes every day. She's like, boop, washing machine, good as new. And they're cute and they're comfortable and you don't have to break them in. They're ready to go from the word go.
Yeah, they are. So check out all the amazing styles available right now at rothys.com/sandwich. You can go to rothys.com. That's rothys.com/sandwich to get your new favorite flats. Comfort, style, and sustainability. These are the shoes you've been waiting for. Head to rothys.com/sandwich today.
Why do you always do that?
Do what?
Sustainability?
There's 3 selling features there.
But that was
Comfort,
like,
style, and sustainability.
Gonna pop a neck vein.
Yeah, I think I already did. I think I propped a brain vein. All right, babe. What else you got?
Are you putting this all on me
I'm
tonight?
putting the anus on you tonight.
That's fine.
Yep.
Why are you doing it with attitude?
I'm not.
All right, listen. I found this really interesting article, and I don't want Alan to read over my shoulder. He
I'm
does
not
this all the
reading
time.
over
Okay,
your shoulder.
thank you, honey.
Go ahead.
All right, so they asked 16 women. It was on a Ranker website. They asked 16 women
Okay.
what guys do that guys believe is chivalrous, and women, these 16 women find annoying.
Okay.
Now, Alan and I have been talking about this lately because Alan still likes to hold the door open. Not just for ladies, for people in general.
I don't know that it's, I like to do it.
But you
It's
do
what I
it.
was taught to do.
It's
And that's just what I
polite.
do.
It's
It's just what I
polite.
do. Yeah.
It is shocking that people don't say thank you.
Somebody shot me some attitude the other day because I did it.
I don't understand
I opened
that.
the door. They're looking at me like I'm from another freaking planet. I'm
Was that
like,
the one that I witnessed?
yeah. I'm like, what did I do?
Two women
What
were
did I do wrong?
Two women were right on our tails. We're going into an athletic event for one of our children. And Alan held the door open, and they were kind of like to my left. So I let them go ahead of me. And one of them looked right at Alan and just walked in, didn't say a word. So I walked in, I said, thank you.
She looked at me
to my husband
like
because he
I
held
was
the door.
the most annoying guy in the world.
I don't know what. I know. I get it. Women have come a long way. I don't want to go back to the days where women were, oppressed and, made to stay at home. If they had, career ambitions, they weren't allowed to do that. A lot of girls in other parts of the world still aren't allowed to get educations. That's not right. That's not fair. I'm all about equal pay and all that stuff. But you know what? If a man's holding the door open for me, I'm not, or a woman or anybody, I am going to say thank you. I appreciate that so much. I don't know what we're doing. It's like, why are we doing that? Why are
I
some,
don't
not
know.
everybody.
I don't do it for thank yous. I just do it.
But
That's
women
just
are
what
like,
that's just what I do.
Women are like,
you know?
I can hold my own door.
Well, that's okay. I'll walk in front of you then. That's fine.
But it's not even
Whatever.
about that. So that's one of the things that one of these
Holding the
people
door
on
open?
the 16, she said it, refusing. Okay, what does a man find chivalrous that a woman thinks is annoying? Okay, but here's her point, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to say she does have a little bit of a point with one of the things she says.
Let's hear it.
She said, refusing to walk through a door that I'm holding open. So if the woman's holding the door open for the man. She said, I'm already here, dude. Stop making me wait here and just walk through the damn thing. My least favorite is when they reach over my head to put a hand on the door before going through. Like, nah, you aren't holding it for me. The man's gonna, she's gonna hold it open, but the man reaches over it, so she can't do that. So, you know what I'm saying? So a man should also, if a woman's being nice, a man should do the same thing. I do agree with her on that point.
Okay.
And then I think, I'm not sure if somebody else said it. It might have been on the elevator etiquette. But have you ever been a woman? Well, yeah, if you're a woman, you're a woman. You're walking across a parking lot and a man is a good 100 feet ahead of you.
Mhm.
But he sees that you're coming. And so he's going to stand there and hold the door till you get there.
The elevator door?
Or the door, any door in general.
Any door.
And then
Making you run.
Then you have
Right,
to run.
right.
Because if you don't run,
Because then you look like an a-hole.
then you're then
Right.
you're just rude. So that's a little awkward too.
That's awkward.
There has to be like a cutoff point when a man's like, she's far enough
Oh,
back.
there is.
She's got this.
There absolutely is.
What is that for you?
I'd say it's 20 or 30 feet.
Okay.
I mean, if someone...
But if you make eye contact, you're going to have to
Yeah,
hold.
but if someone's like 5 or 10 seconds behind me, I mean, I'm just going to walk in and they can get the door. But, you know, if they're close, I'll hold the door open.
Okay,
They can
so
walk in.
that's the one. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go through these other women's annoying things that annoy them about men who think they're being chivalrous. Protecting women's delicate ears. She said,
Well, I certainly don't do that.
No, you don't.
Especially on this
but
podcast.
some men do. Preventing people from saying something in front of me. Hey, there's a lady present. Like if you're at a bar and a guy's starting to tell a bad joke and he's like, wait, there's a lady present. Don't do that. She says, yeah, shut the blank up. I'm not going to say what she said. If I don't like the topic or language, I'll say so.
Yeah, I mean, today I know women that cuss more than I do.
I
Say
know.
words I've never heard of.
Another woman said it's annoying when a man won't let her do things. She says, move things, pick things up, drive, pay for my meal, speak up for myself, open the door for someone else, especially a man. Seriously, I got this. I promise I'll ask for help when or if it's needed.
Okay. All right. Hey,
So-
we can certainly let you do that.
And it's been really, like for me, what I've tried to do if a man, and look, ladies, I'm all about, yay, women can do this. You might not be able to fix that toilet, but you can pay to have the plumber come, right? I'm good with all that female empowerment. But I've learned that if a man offers to hold something for me or carry something heavy up the stairs, I'm like, no, I got it. I'm just started saying, you know what? Thank you, sir. Because I feel like I personally have to balance them being cussed out by women that get mad at them for holding a door.
Do you think if the author of this article...
Well, this is an author. She's asked 16 different women.
Okay.
This is another woman's pet
Oh,
peeve.
okay. Do you think that the woman who gave that opinion about the door being held open, if she were stranded on the side of the road in the rain with a flat tire and some dude drove up to help her change the tire, what do you think she would do?
Well, she said...
Would she tell him to go pound sand, or would she say
She
yes,
said,
please, I could use some
I'll
help?
ask for help when or if it's needed. So she would ask at that point.
So it depends on the act.
Right. It depends
Okay.
on...
If she can do it herself or not.
Right.
Got it.
Okay, and number one, getting into fights for a woman's honor.
Getting
I kind
into
of agree
fights
on this
for
one.
women's honor.
When a man gets into a fight, like I know there are some women. I used to know a woman who would purposely her boyfriend at the time, they are not married, they're not together now, but he was a martial artist. And she would go across the bar, and she was really a beautiful girl. And she'd come up to him and she'd go, that man over there just touched my butt. But no, it's amazing how many times that happened to her every time we went out, because she kind of got off on him fighting for her. I don't like that. It makes me really uncomfortable when men fight over me. It's just like, eh. So this is what she says.
Okay.
I get it if it's legit. Like if it's necessary, yeah, I want you defending my honor, Allen. But I don't want you to necessarily be beating somebody up because they said they don't like the sound of my voice. That's ridiculous.
Don't kung fu guys like to do kung fu because they know kung fu?
No, what typically happens I used to be a little bit a part of that world is my ex, he was a very
kung
high
fu guy, wasn't he?
Well, he's a karate.
Yeah.
He was very high ranking, and his buddies would go out with him, and he had one in particular who would like to pick fights, and he'd be real drunk, and he was just a brat, thinking, I got martial art guy, karate guy here going to back me up.
Yeah.
And finally he had to tell him, look, you pick a fight and it's your fault. I'm not doing that.
Right.
Because when you're really a good martial artist, that's like your last resort. So anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that track.
You know what I do?
What?
Carry a gun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting into fights for a woman's honor. I can't tell you how many times living in a college town, I've seen some drunk jerk call a woman a name or insult her. And instead of diffusing the situation or calling the guy out for being rude, her boyfriend's first instinct, pick a fight. No one wants to have to explain to the police why their boyfriend was punching some dude in a Burger King parking lot. So, valid point maybe on that one.
That doesn't seem like something that I would engage in.
No, you're
I
not
mean, if
physical.
somebody came up to you and tackled you or threatened you with a weapon,
Oh, yeah,
or,
you got to
or
intervene.
got in your face and started berating
Yeah,
you,
but if somebody,
then yeah.
But if somebody called me a witch with a B, you wouldn't beat
Well,
them up.
I don't know that. Yeah, I want to get into an altercation over
Yeah.
something stupid like that.
It's just words.
Right.
And then here's the one we prefaced earlier. The woman said holding the door open for women even when they're super far away.
Yeah.
So there's that one. And this fifth, she said just chivalry in general. What chivalrous things does a man do that you find annoying? This woman said everything. They don't do those things with me, thank God. But I hate, I'm reading verbatim.
Yeah.
They don't do those things with me, thank God. But I hate the idea of any type of behavior that puts women into that category of needing special care or protection. I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
I'm not delicate. I'm not some freaking princess.
Yeah.
I can lift my own and open my own doors. I don't want gendered anything in my relationship. Just treat me the same as you would another guy.
Okay, here, press my
I
shirt
don't want to
then.
be friends with her. She sounds angry.
Can you make me a coffee and press my shirt? Thanks.
She sounds really angry.
Yeah, she does.
Men are
Just
not always the enemy.
lighten up. Good Lord.
Men are not always the enemy.
Ugh.
And women are not always your friend.
That gives me
These
a
are
headache.
important life lessons you need to learn.
That gives me a headache.
Elderly men giving up seats to young, healthy women. When senior men stand up to give me a seat or open a door for me, dude, they're duding a lot. These must be like 20-somethings. Dude, I'm young and able-bodied. You deserve the seat. I will open the door for you. I appreciate the gesture and politeness, but I feel like being elderly deserves more consideration and deference than being a woman.
Well, that's probably how that man was raised. I mean, he's
And
probably
you're insulting him by not allowing him. It gives him joy, I would think.
He's probably a baby boomer or from the greatest generation, and that's what you do. If you see a lady and there's no seat, you give her the seat.
Right.
He's not worried about how old you are. That's just what he's supposed to do.
He's just trying to be a gentleman.
He's just trying to be a gentleman.
Which is becoming a lost art.
Right.
Taking things out of women's hands. She said, coming up behind me and plucking an item from my hand and putting it back or grabbing the item I'm reaching for and handing it to me, it startles me, and I dislike when anyone is that close to me other than my significant other.
Taking what out of her hands? Like what?
Like if she's trying, like if she's
Oh,
shopping.
she has groceries or
yeah,
something?
like if she's shopping and something's too high, he comes and grabs
okay.
it for her or something. She doesn't want somebody that close to her. She's very paranoid.
Now, I
think.
have not done that, but I've been at grocery stores before. And if I'm carrying out like one, I'm lurching.
I
If
just
I'm
heard
carrying out,
that.
yeah, I'm sorry. If I'm carrying out like one bag and I see a mom and she's got like 3 kids crawling all over her and she's got a full thing of groceries in a cart and she's struggling to get it to her car, I have stopped and said, do you need some help putting that in your car? Because I get how much of a whooping that is.
But then again, she probably just listened to a hot, fresh Dateline podcast and thought, this man's going to murder me.
Right, yeah. So
women,
yeah.
because
okay, so
women,
screw me.
exactly,
I won't help. Yeah.
That's another problem is because women are the majority listeners of these true crime podcasts.
Yep.
And now we're all freaking out because the one way you're murdered is letting somebody help you.
Okay, so I'll stop asking.
I know. It's like you can't, what do you do anymore? I want you to help me.
I'll just carry my one sack full of chewing gum to my car and you can struggle with your 58
But
bags.
men, I think, should be because women are a little paranoid. If you're like in a parking garage or something and it's just you and another woman, it would be really nice, even if you're the nicest man in the world. I'm going to tell you, there's a little bit of panic running through that woman's body, through her. And it's just like, if you're keeping pace with her, it'd be nice if you just kind of drop back, maybe act like you need to tie your shoe or something to let her get some distance. That's a kind thing to do because there's some scary situations and we are very paranoid now, especially because of Dateline.
I've got enough sense to know like when to do it and when not to.
I know.
I'm talking about in broad
like
daylight.
I'm talking about like in a parking garage or something.
Right.
And, like the other day, a man came up to me and I was really starting to get nervous.
Really?
I was at work and we where we work is really great right now. But
let's just say it's a dump.
I've got like all this stuff I'm trying to put into my car, so I am not able. I've got so much stuff going on. If I had to defend myself, it'd just be me throwing everything I have at him. But this guy, he went up the stairs ahead of me. And I'm coming up and it's just him and he's walking across the parking garage and I'm getting all my stuff in my car. I've got my door open. I'm kind of in a vulnerable position. He turns around and starts walking back towards me. And I'm like, Dateline, it's my turn. This is it. I know my and here they're going to say the parking garage security cameras aren't working because they never do on these unsolved murders. And he comes back, he can't find the subs and stuff. And he's wanting me to help him find the subs and stuff. But I'm telling you what, I was a little nervous.
So what was it about him that was making you nervous?
Because he was walking across the parking garage ahead of me. And then when I'm starting to get all my stuff in the car and putting everything in, he turns around and starts making a beeline back towards me.
Can you describe said individual?
He was looking for the subs and stuff. He was wearing a trench coat.
Oh, come on.
He was. I'm not lying.
Did he have bare legs?
Nope. He was wearing a tan trench coat.
Wow. Was it a cold day?
It was like 2 weeks ago, so yeah.
Okay, so he was wearing a coat.
You asked me what he was wearing.
Why do the kids do this bit now that they're like, there's a white van? They must have heard that at school. There's a white van.
Well, yeah, they're all told that.
Get away from it.
Danger. Yeah, we scare kids. That's how we keep them alive. All right. Lighting a woman's cigarette without asking. Well, I thought that's sexy. Isn't that very...
That's like...
black and white,
yeah.
Humphrey Bogart. I don't know. But...
That's very Mad Men.
Yeah, right. Lighting a woman's cigarette, it's not a bad thing to do, but a lot of guys will do it without warning. Here's her point. She said it's particularly annoying, not to mention dangerous, when I'm driving and suddenly, boom, there's fire in my face. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
That's annoying with a sense of humor.
Right. Now, what if it was like a fatty?
I don't know what that. I don't know.
Huh?
Is that marijuana?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, if you had an unlit fatty, would that answer be the same?
Well, the flame would still be in your face.
I know, but you probably want that fatty lit.
But as a woman, she can do it for herself unless she asks for help. Thank you.
She wants to blaze on the rooftop.
Okay, not doing the same things for men. This woman said most chivalrous things, when done exclusively toward women, are just benevolent sexism.
Wow.
So all the things, unless they are also done for men. Like when a guy won't curse in front of me. I live in the South. I live in the South. I can handle the word F. I'm not going to say it. I'm trying to keep it family friendly. She's saying she can handle the F word. Now, if he doesn't curse because he sees it as rude, cool. I can respect that. But if he doesn't curse specifically in front of women, it implies we are too delicate to hear a freaking word.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
I don't want to be respected.
If I'm walking in a rainstorm with said woman, she's going to hold the umbrella over my head, and then when we get to a puddle that I don't want to cross, she's going to take her jacket off.
Nobody does that.
And throw it on the puddle so I can tiptoe over the puddle.
No.
That's what she's proposing.
No, she's saying cussing. She's talking about cussing.
You read something about anything that a woman should
specifically
should
cussing.
Yes.
Nobody does their jacket over a puddle anymore. Insisting on helping after being turned down. Insisting on helping me after I've already turned it down. If you ask me whether something's too heavy and I respond, no, it's fine, I've got it, don't try to take it from me. That and insisting on holding the door for me in situations where it just makes things more difficult. Because sometimes it's like, it's easier if you just kind of, because maybe the situation's wrong. But she said, this includes jumping in front of me when I'm much closer to the door than you are, or holding the door while standing in the doorway and not leaving me enough room to comfortably get by. It also includes situations where men refuse to let me hold the door for them. Doors are big issues. Or when men in front of me on the elevator insist I exit first, even though I'm in the very back. I just think people should be basically polite to everyone. You should help anyone who's struggling with something heavy. You should hold the door open for anyone whose hands are full, etc.
It doesn't matter if there's a dude or a chick behind me. I'm going to open the door for him. I'm going to help him. I'm going to leave the door open.
She said, but if you wouldn't keep telling a man he needs help carrying something, or awkwardly crowd to the side of an elevator to let the man in the back off before everyone else, then don't do it for women. There's absolutely no reason to be extra polite to women. And if the thought of treating women the way you treat men sounds wrong to you, then you may want to rethink the way you've been treating men.
All right.
She's very intelligent.
Then come on to poker night the next time we have poker night. We'll light up some cigars. We'll drink whiskey. We'll cuss and tell jokes that'll make a sailor blush, and we'll see if you have a good time doing that. You want to be one of the guys? You be one of the guys.
Okay, now going to a different kind of door. This woman says she doesn't like the opening of the car doors. She said, it looks really odd and silly watching a man walk all the way around the car to do something that wouldn't have taken me any more than 2 seconds. Now, you do open the door for me to get in, but I always open the door to get out.
Yeah, I don't run around the other side of the door like a valet.
But you always open the door for me to get in.
Get you out. Well, I don't
90%
think I don't think I do it all the time.
90% of the time you do.
I don't even know if I do it 90% of the time.
You do it a lot.
I think the percentage
I'm giving you a lot of credit on this podcast, honey.
I think the percentage has waned over the years.
Here's again with the elevator. So it's all kind of the same thing. The elevator etiquette in my building drives me bonkers. Men let women on the elevators first, so women gravitate towards the back. Men let women off the elevator first, so women have to pass through the men to get out. It's illogical and silly. I call it the awkward elevator dance. This woman said, not letting women do their jobs. I worked in retail for 5 years in an all-female bookshop. Carrying big crates of books ranging from 10 to 50 pounds is part of your daily routine, so I can definitely carry heavy stuff. Cue working in my job now. At first, my colleagues wouldn't let me help with deliveries, but at some point I just went, screw it. I can lift just as much as you can, not to mention that most of it wasn't that heavy, just awkward to carry. And now I do my bit. I'm big on teamwork, and I don't agree with not letting me do stuff just because I'm shorter and my arms are shorter. If I had a bad back or something, fine, but not just because I'm a girl.
Can she lift as much?
She says she can. She says she can lift up to 50 pounds. I know there comes a limit when she physically can't.
Yeah.
Honey, you can lift anything for me. You can pick up that piece of paper off the floor for me. Yes, do all my lifting.
Okay.
Ordering for them at restaurants. Not an issue if it happens every now and then. It shows wanting to be in control if it often happens. When the waiter comes to our table, him asking me what I want to have, if it's the waiter's job, not yours, and or giving my order like, if I told him I would have pizza, him saying to the waiter, I'll have the steak, pizza for the lady. I can speak for myself. Maybe I'll ask a question to the waiter, maybe change my mind at the last second. It does make you feel, have you ever ordered for me? I've had that happen a couple of times.
I ever have, no.
It's kind of, I've never said anything, but I'm like, I don't love that.
Feel like a little kid?
Yeah, you feel kind of like a little kid.
Yeah.
I didn't love that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to, throw my napkin down and storm out. And, I'm not going to do that. But I didn't love that one either.
Yeah, I don't think, no, I've never done that.
You won't let me eat off your plate unless I ask
Well,
first.
that's true. Emma Kelly wouldn't let me eat off hers tonight.
Oh, she was mad at you because
I
of me.
didn't do anything.
Because of me, she was mad at every adult in her vicinity. All right, and this is the last one. Anything that makes women into some kind of other. Women are not a different race that needs special treatment. If you're doing something polite because the other person is a woman, you are effectively othering women. This is apparently a new word. It's come up a couple times. You are othering women, and that's as ridiculous as it is insulting.
What's othering? I have a headache.
Treating a woman different because she's a woman. You should treat her as an equal because she's just a person.
So, okay. So, like, she's in the army.
Right.
Okay. So, in the army, everybody's the same. So,
but they don't shower together.
We
do
can
they? They have to separate them like that, right?
We can talk to you the same. We can act the same.
Like I said, I believe that a woman has a right,
we can fart around you and burp around you and tell nasty jokes around you.
I like being.
That's what guys do when they're together.
I know. And I like being treated like a lady. But, some of these things, I think they had valid points. But I don't get the angry part.
I don't either. I've never understood that.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. And that's, if I see somebody behind me, I'm going to hold the door open for them. If
somebody holds the door for you, what are you going to do?
I'm going to say thanks.
Say thank you.
I'm going to say, my man. You know what most dudes do? If there's a dude behind me and there's a double door, I'll open the door and go, you first, man. And he'll go in and he'll go, and then he'll get the next one. He'll say, I'm returning the favor. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And then there you go. Done. Don't even think about it.
You know what's really awkward, though, is like if you're in a series of like 3 sets of doors.
Then what do you do?
And you hold the first door for them. They say, thank you. I was like, you're welcome. The next door, they hold it. They're like, thank you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's awkward.
Right.
But you still say thank
you. Like, are you the doorman or what? Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought that was an interesting article.
Very controversial. Very, very controversial.
But then again, she was only talking to women who found certain chivalrous acts annoying. Mm-hmm. She wasn't interviewing like 100 women asking, I'm sorry, my throat's...
Are you lurching?
I'm just getting very dry.
Oh.
I'm very parched. I had too much sodium for dinner. I'm like, I've got cotton mouth right
Well, I'm
now.
not going to go get you a glass of water. Go get it yourself.
No, we're wrapping up. She wasn't like interviewing a wide group of women saying how many of you appreciate when a man opens the door for you. So it wasn't like a percentage of women who like it or don't. This was strictly asking women what chivalrous acts they find annoying. And there might have been, who knows how many women were asked and they said, I don't have an issue with it. That wasn't what this article was about.
Maybe we men should go on strike from doing any chivalrous acts.
Why would you punish the women who appreciate it?
Because there are women who don't appreciate it.
You can't be too careful.
I don't want anybody like giving me the nasty eyes like they did the other day. Just try to open the door for somebody. They're looking at me like I'm from another planet.
I know. It hurts your feelings.
Wonder if they're from a different state than God's country.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But you know what? I was very concerned in that parking garage because I don't know that there is any kind of security cameras or anything. But you know what I do know? There is a ring of security around Evans Manor.
Yeah, there is.
Because Ring has a mission, and that's to make neighborhoods safer. You might already know about their smart video doorbells and cameras protecting millions of people everywhere. So fun seeing the commercials of all the little acts of kindness that Ring cameras are catching,
Yeah,
but
it's
also
really cool.
of neighbors running up saying, hey, your house is on fire, get out. I mean, I don't know how you don't have one of these. It's like you're the last one to hold out to get a cell phone. Are you going to be really the last one to hold out and get a Ring in your neighborhood? Because Ring just helps you stay connected, not only to the community, looking out for each other, but it's a way to protect your stuff. I mean, if you're away from home and a package is delivered, you can see what's happening. You can communicate to the person, hey, can you stick that around the corner in the bushes? You know, so it's not so obvious. There's so much good to having a Ring camera. And if you're anywhere in the world, you can be on the other side of the world and you can still be notified if someone's at your front door, if someone, is in your neighborhood, trying to steal your car. You got to work together. We all have to have a ring of security around our neighborhood, especially around your home.
That's right. And as a subscriber, you have a special offer on a Ring welcome kit available right now at ring.com/sandwich. The kit includes a video doorbell and a Chime Pro, which is just what you need to start building that ring of security that Kelly mentioned around your home today. Go to ring.com/sandwich. That's ring.com/sandwich.
I'm going to have to make sure everybody in the cul-de-sac has a ring.
Sack.
Man, you know what? Our Bible study group has not gotten off the ground. I've got to call my cul-de-sac neighbor and ask about that.
I mean, you guys are sitting on top of the Saturn rocket, and it is just sitting there.
I know. We got to do that.
You got to light those engines.
We got a cul-de-sac group date night to plan. Did I tell you? Our next door neighbor wants just to go to dinner with us. She wants our husbands to get to know each other better.
Who? Next door?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Good.
I said absolutely.
Wonderful people. We have some
I love living in a cul-de-sac. Everybody should have one.
we have some wonderful, wonderful neighbors.
We do.
All right, babe. Well, this was good. Very controversial. You got me all fired up.
I didn't mean to.
Well, no. I mean,
Because I love chivalry. I love it. I'm kind of old school in a lot of ways, but
yeah. No, I mean, I try to understand everybody's viewpoint, but
well, I am an independent woman. I was an independent woman for a very long time, but if I don't want to change my flat tire. I need to know how to change it.
Mm-hmm.
That is important to know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I did take a class on that so I could learn how to change a tire. I do not want to change my tire.
What about changing your oil?
I don't want to do that.
What about mowing?
I don't know how to change oil. I do know how to check the oil.
What about mowing your grass?
I don't want to do that. I used to do that when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy to let you take care of all of that.
What about cleaning up dog poop?
I do that. You won't even hardly look at Larry
Not
now.
true. I do it in the summer. I just ain't doing it now.
Oh, you're talking about the yard poop.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the house stuff. Yeah, I've been kind of in charge.
No. Yeah. He craps in the house. I'm
me.
out. Yeah. No, that makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had to clean his puke up off the stairs 2 days ago.
Y'all, our dog, it's Larry. He drinks water and not every time, but most of the time. He drinks it and then he immediately upchucks it. I don't know why he does that. I don't know.
I don't know. It's the strangest thing.
It's like this reflex. Maybe he's drinking too much and his little tummy can't hold it, and it automatically comes back up if he drinks too much.
I mean, he just drinks a little bit of water and he starts yakking.
You know, what do? We can't punish him for drinking water. He'd be scared to get water, so we just have to clean up water puke a lot.
Okay.
But I love him,
that's a
and
good
I don't
note.
want to get rid of him.
That's a good note to leave on right there.
Love Larry. I love you.
Well, I love you too. Love you desperately.
Don't make me choose between you and Larry.
I'm not going to make you choose between me and Larry.
Thank you, honey.
Why would I do that?
Because you're chivalrous. So you won't make me do that.
Thank you. All right, babe. Well, happy engagement anniversary.
Thank you. And happy Valentine's Day. This is the last podcast before Valentine's Day. So I hope everybody listening, if you don't have a Valentine, please be our Valentine because we love you.
And celebrate love. And make love.
Maybe on Sunday morning.
No, we're going to be in A-Town. I'm going to be in A-Town. When are we going to be there? We're going to be there Saturday night. We're going to be there Sunday morning.
Are you telling me right now?
We're going to be there Monday morning.
Are you telling me right now?
And
you're going to go on record to say.
And you don't have to drive into the Kid Craddock Morning Show nationally
syndicated. We're going to
syndicated.
have nighttime relations.
You know what's going to happen? Here,
We're not.
Here.
We're both so
I'll
tired at night. We
just
do not do that.
Real quick, because we're going long. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to get to Austin. We're going to go to the hotel. We're going to check in. We're going to kind of freshen up. We're going to go have a drink at the bar. We're going to go to dinner. We may have a nightcap. We will go back up to the hotel room. We will get in our comfy clothes. We will both lay in the horizontal position, and we will pass out.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. All that will happen by 10:30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably so.
Yeah. Now,
But then we have Sunday night.
no, Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah, Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
Oh, forget
Sunday-
about twice in one day? No.
Sunday morning. Now in football, they got the red zone. Sunday morning is the red zone. That's the scoring
know what red
zone.
zone
Oh, that's
means.
when I'm inside the 20-yard line.
Oh, gosh.
That's
We're being a little too open right now.
No, that's when I'm going for it. That's
This
when,
would be the episode your sister decides to listen to.
No, that's when you put it in the end zone
Oh,
right there.
Stop it.
You run the ball.
Stop talking.
You just stop talking.
Stop.
All right.
Hey,
What?
don't forget to check out my new podcast. I Love You, Allen, and I have Sandwiches from Lovin' twice a week. But don't forget, Love Letters to Kelly, the podcast, now available as of February 12th, 2020, with producer Robert Stop Talking Ehrman. It's going to be fun. We're going to be taking calls and talking to people.
Are you going to cross promote this podcast on that podcast?
I will.
Okay, good. Good.
Why? You don't want me to succeed?
No, I do want you to succeed very much, but I also want this to succeed.
Well, they're already listening to us.
What, you got enough listeners?
But they're listening right now.
No, I know, but you have enough listeners?
The other podcast doesn't have any yet. We haven't started.
It's already got 5. Why do I talk like this? It's already got 5-star ratings.
And it hasn't
You
even
haven't
aired
even
yet.
dropped one episode.
Because people love the bit.
Well, I know they love the bit.
What's our rating?
4.5.
Somebody didn't like it?
Oh, they're always out there bitching about me.
Really?
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
complain about me? Yeah, they have to.
No, they
Somebody
don't
has
complain
to.
about you. It's either me or us bickering. That seems
They
to
don't
be
like that?
That seems to be the complaint for the person who really hates our podcast.
No, I'm glad they took the time to share their feelings.
Right. Hey, Kid Craddock once told Kelly, hey, if you don't have people loving and hating you, you ain't doing it right.
Right. You want them to, when they don't care, that's when you got to
When they don't care, that's when you got to say, well, I'm not really doing this very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, but I'm sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good. Have a good Sunday.